In the vast darkness of space, countless stars burn across the night sky. Some are young and bright, others are ancient and dying. Around many of them orbit planets, quiet worlds that might shelter oceans, mountains, atmospheres, and perhaps even life. The universe is home to 2 trillion galaxies. Each galaxy holds hundreds of billions of stars. It seems impossible that Earth is the only world where life has evolved and become intelligent. And yet, when we listen for other civilizations, we hear nothing. No signals, no spacecraft, no signs of technology, only silence. This mystery is one of the most unsettling questions in science. If intelligent life can emerge on Earth, why has it not emerged somewhere else? Or if it has, why has it never reached us? Why is the universe not filled with voices, signals, and distant empires among the stars? This puzzle is known as the Great Silence. It is the heart of the question. Where is everyone? In this documentary, we will journey through the most profound and chilling ideas ever proposed to answer this mystery. We will explore the possibility that advanced civilizations rise and then vanish. Some destroy themselves. Some are erased by nature. Some may evolve beyond physical form. And some may be hiding, waiting, or watching. This is not just a question about alien life. It is also a question about us, about our future, about whether humanity will survive long enough to travel among the stars, or disappear like countless unseen civilizations before us. This is the story of why advanced civilizations may vanish before they ever reach us. In 1950, at a lunch table in Los Alamos, physicist Enrico Fermi asked a simple question that shook science. Where is everybody? If the universe is so old, and life can evolve on Earth, then intelligent civilizations should have appeared long before us. With enough time, even a single civilization could spread across the entire galaxy. Even with slow spacecraft, traveling at only a small fraction of the speed of light, the Milky Way could be explored in a few million years. That is a blink in cosmic time. Yet, we see no evidence of alien civilizations, no signals, no probes, no megastructures, just a silent universe. This contradiction between the high probability of life and the lack of evidence is called the Fermi Paradox. Scientists have proposed many answers. Some say intelligent life is incredibly rare. Others argue it is common, but short-lived. Some suggest civilizations become advanced but choose to stay silent. And some believe we are looking for the wrong signs. But all of these ideas lead to a chilling possibility. If the universe is full of life, then something stops most civilizations from growing, exploring, or surviving long enough to reach the stars. This leads us to one of the most haunting concepts in science, the Great Filter. Scientists use the term Great Filter to describe a mysterious barrier that could explain why advanced civilizations are missing from the universe. It suggests that somewhere between the birth of life and the rise of a species capable of exploring the stars, there is a step so dangerous or so unlikely that almost no civilization survives it. Humanity has already passed many difficult stages. Life emerged on Earth, evolved from single cells into complex organisms, developed intelligence, language, and technology. But no one knows whether the greatest challenge is behind us or still ahead. If the hardest step was the origin of life itself, then perhaps humanity is rare and lucky. In this case, we may already have passed the barrier that stops most worlds from evolving intelligence. But there is a darker possibility. What if the Great Filter lies in our future? It could be a threat that almost every civilization encounters as it becomes technologically advanced, such as nuclear war, artificial intelligence beyond control, engineered diseases, asteroid impacts, or the destruction of a planet's climate. It could also be something far more mysterious, like cosmic events, deadly radiation bursts from stars, or unseen rules of physics that make long-distance space travel impossible. If this is true, then most civilizations destroy themselves before they can reach the stars. and humanity may be closer to that moment than we realize. The Great Filter forces us to look at ourselves and ask a painful question. Are we one of the lucky few who will survive, or are we just another world racing toward silence? If civilizations can rise on distant worlds, why are we surrounded by silence? Why has no signal reached us? Why no alien spacecraft, no radio message, no sign of technology? The universe is more than 13 billion years old. In that time, intelligent life would have had many chances to emerge, advance, and spread across the stars. Yet when we listen, we hear nothing. Some scientists call this the Great Silence, or the Fermi Paradox. There must be millions of habitable planets in our galaxy alone, and yet none of them are speaking to us. This silence could mean that civilizations are fragile and temporary, like candles in a storm. They may shine brightly for a moment, then disappear before anyone else can find them. A planet might develop an intelligent species, only to lose it to war, disease, or environmental collapse. Perhaps some civilizations retreat into silence by choice. They may turn inward, building virtual worlds or focusing on spiritual and intellectual journeys instead of expansion. Others might destroy themselves the moment they create powerful technologies they cannot control. Some researchers even suggest that advanced civilizations might hide from the universe, afraid of attracting dangerous enemies. In this view, the cosmos could be more like a dark forest. Every civilization is a quiet hunter, fearful that any sound could reveal its location to something far stronger. The silence we hear today may not be the absence of life, but the quiet after countless voices have fallen. And here we are, listening, wondering whether we will remain one of the few voices left, or whether one day our world will fall silent too. In the dark stillness of the universe, our radio waves travel outward. They carry music, voices, laughter, news, stories of war and peace. They travel past planets, past empty space, past the cold silence between stars. Yet nothing answers. For over 60 years, humanity has been listening. Giant radio telescopes scan the sky for whispers from intelligent life. They find pulsars, quasars, and the hum of cosmic radiation, but they do not find civilizations. The silence is haunting. It feels as if we are calling out across a vast ocean, and no one is there to call back. Why is the universe so quiet? With billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, it would seem impossible that life exists only here. Yet as of today, Earth is the only place we know that hosts conscious beings capable of asking these questions. Some scientists suggest that civilizations rise and fall like brief sparks in a storm. They appear, shine for a short moment, and then vanish before their light reaches anyone else. Perhaps alien civilizations destroy themselves soon after they develop powerful technology. A world might split itself apart through nuclear war. A planet could overheat its atmosphere until oceans boil and forests die. Artificial intelligence, designed to serve, might escape control. A virus could wipe out populations before they can find a cure. These are not distant fantasies. These are problems humanity faces right now. There is also the possibility that advanced civilizations never destroy themselves, but they choose silence. Imagine a society so advanced that it understands how dangerous the universe can be. They may choose to remain hidden, like a candle in a dark forest full of eyes. Speaking loudly into the cosmos could invite unknown threats. So instead, they turn inward. They build worlds of virtual reality, explore consciousness, and harvest energy silently from their stars. They do not send signals. They do not respond to them. They survive by remaining unseen. Some researchers believe that the silence we hear today is not the absence of life, but the echo of civilizations long gone, worlds that bloomed with oceans and forests, planets where intelligent beings once built cities, wrote poetry, created music, and dreamed of the stars. But now those worlds are dust. Their oceans are gone. Their cities are ruins buried beneath sand or ice. Civilizations, no matter how advanced, may be fragile against time. And here we stand, on a small blue planet, listening. The silence around us may be a warning, a whisper from history that says, survival is rare. Intelligence is not enough. Technology is not enough. A civilization must learn wisdom, restraint, and unity. Otherwise, it too will fade into the darkness. Civilizations do not fall in a single moment. They crack slowly, like ice under pressure. The reasons can come from within, or from the universe itself. To understand why advanced civilizations might disappear before reaching the stars, we must first understand how fragile intelligent life truly is. One of the greatest threats comes from within, a planet that can no longer sustain its people. Civilizations rise by mastering energy, but in doing so, they often damage the world that gave them life. If a species burns fossil fuels, clears forests, and poisons oceans, its planet begins to change. Ice melts, storms intensify, rivers dry up, crops fail, food becomes scarce, wars begin. A species capable of building telescopes might still be unable to control its own appetite. Before it can explore other stars, it collapses beneath the weight of its own consumption. War is another danger. As civilizations advance, their weapons become more powerful than anything nature can create. A single bomb can wipe out a city. 100 could erase a continent. Entire planets could be left uninhabitable in a matter of hours. If multiple nations possess such weapons, a simple misunderstanding could ignite complete destruction. History on Earth shows how close humanity has come to this fate. If other civilizations face the same moments of danger, it is possible many did not survive them. Another danger lies in the tools of intelligence itself. A civilization might build machines that can learn, adapt, and evolve. At first, they help their creators. They build cities, heal diseases, and manage data. But if such machines begin to improve themselves, they may surpass the minds that created them. Without the right safeguards, they could grow beyond control. In minutes, they might reshape the planet, redirect resources, and decide that biological life is no longer necessary. Scientists warn that this could be one of the most unpredictable challenges any civilization faces. Beyond the planet, the universe itself is not gentle. Asteroids and comets have struck Earth many times. One of them wiped out the dinosaurs. If a civilization does not learn to detect and deflect these cosmic weapons, it might vanish in a single day. Stars can unleash powerful flares that strip away atmospheres. Nearby supernovae can bathe planets in deadly radiation. Even the slow movement of tectonic plates can tear continents apart and trigger volcanic winters. Some dangers are silent and invisible. A star might slowly cool over billions of years, no longer providing enough energy for life. Or it might expand into a red giant, swallowing its planets. If a civilization does not find a way to travel to new worlds by then, its home will become a grave. These are the storms that civilizations must survive if they hope to endure. Climate collapse, war, artificial intelligence, cosmic impacts, stellar death. None of these are fantasy. All of them are real, and each one could be the reason why the universe is silent. We do not know how many civilizations disappeared this way, but perhaps the silence is the answer. Perhaps countless worlds reached this point, the point where their knowledge grew faster than their wisdom, and they did not pass through it. Humanity now stands at this same threshold. The future depends on whether we learn. Right now, humanity stands at a crossroads. We have reached the stage where other civilizations may have vanished. We have discovered electricity, built machines, split the atom, decoded the genome, and sent spacecraft into the darkness beyond our world. Yet we also face the same dangers that could end our existence before we ever touch another star. We know the threats. Climate change is reshaping our planet. Ice caps melt, sea levels rise, forests burn. The atmosphere grows warmer each decade. If we continue to damage our environment, Earth could become unfamiliar to future generations. Humanity may survive, but entire nations could vanish under water or drought. History shows that when food is scarce and homes are gone, warfare follows. Civilizations can collapse not with a final explosion, but with decades of struggle until nothing is left that can build or explore. We also live under the shadow of nuclear weapons. For the first time in history, humans possess the power to end their own civilization in a single day. If even a portion of the world's nuclear weapons were used, cities would burn, and the skies would fill with ash. Sunlight would be blocked. Crops would die. For years, Earth would be covered by a nuclear winter. Life would continue in small pockets, but civilization would crumble. This is a test many civilizations may have faced and failed. Technology itself is another test. Artificial intelligence is growing more powerful. Machines can now write, draw, speak, translate languages, and make decisions faster than humans. If we do not guide this technology carefully, it may create systems beyond our control. If artificial intelligence is used for war, surveillance, or manipulation, it could destabilize societies instead of strengthening them. Or it could replace human purpose entirely, leaving our species without direction in a world run by algorithms. Even if humanity survives its own technology, space still holds danger. An asteroid like the one that destroyed the dinosaurs could strike again. Solar storms could shut down power grids. A nearby star could explode, bathing Earth in radiation. Eventually, our planet will become uninhabitable when the sun runs out of fuel. If we have not learned to live on other worlds, our extinction will only be a matter of time. But this is not a story of hopelessness. It is a story of choice. Unlike any other known species, humans can predict the future and change it. We have the intelligence to solve problems and the creativity to imagine new worlds. We have built telescopes that see galaxies billions of light years away. We have sent spacecraft to the edge of our solar system. We have cured diseases once thought incurable. The question is whether we can combine knowledge with responsibility. Can we choose peace over war, science over ignorance, unity over division? Can we become a species that protects its planet while reaching for the stars? Or will we be another silent world, another civilization that rose, shone briefly, and was gone before anyone else could know it existed? Right now, the universe is watching in silence, and the future of humanity is being written not in the stars, but in the choices we make today. What if the universe is not empty, but full of civilizations that survive the dangers we are only beginning to face? If they exist, they might be far older, far wiser, and far more advanced than us. But then a deeper question appears. If they survived, why can we not see them? Why are their worlds silent? Perhaps the civilizations that endure are not loud or visible. They may not build enormous beacons or send powerful radio signals through space. Instead, they may become masters of efficiency and invisibility. They might redesign their planets into self-sustaining worlds where nothing is wasted and no signals leak into space. To them, silence is not fear. It is intelligence. Just as a candle is protected from the wind by being covered, a civilization might protect itself from the unknown by remaining quiet. Or maybe the truly advanced civilizations no longer live on planets at all. They might build structures around their stars to capture nearly all their energy, creating massive habitats beyond anything we can imagine. These have been called Dyson spheres in theory, but no real ones have been found. If such civilizations exist, they may be using energy in ways we cannot detect, or they might have evolved beyond physical forms altogether. Their intelligence could exist in networks made of light or quantum structures, spread across solar systems like living webs of thought. It is also possible that advanced civilizations are exploring the universe in ways we cannot recognize. They may not use rockets, fuel, or metal ships. They might send microscopic probes, smaller than grains of sand, drifting silently between the stars. They might travel through gravitational waves or bend space using methods we do not yet understand. Their technology could be so advanced that it appears invisible or natural, like wind or starlight. To us, their presence would be indistinguishable from the background of the universe. Some scientists suggest that advanced civilizations may leave their home galaxies behind entirely. They could travel to the quiet edges of the universe, far from black holes and exploding stars, to preserve themselves for billions of years. They might live near small, long-lived stars that burn steadily for trillions of years. In those distant systems, they could build vast archives of knowledge, storing the history of countless worlds, while the rest of the universe slowly fades. There is also the possibility that surviving civilizations are not interested in expansion at all. Once they understand the universe, they may no longer need to travel it. Exploration may give way to reflection. Curiosity may turn inward. They might spend their existence studying consciousness, art, mathematics, or simulations of reality more perfect than life itself. They do not cross the stars because they do not need to. And so, the universe remains silent, not because it is empty, but because the voices that still exist speak in ways we cannot hear. They may watch us from great distance, not interfering, waiting to see whether we will destroy ourselves or rise beyond our limits. If they exist, they are proof that survival is possible, that intelligence does not have to burn out, that it can become something greater, quieter, and enduring. Their silence is not a warning. It may be an invitation. One day, the last light from Earth will travel into the darkness of space. Long after our cities have crumbled and our oceans have dried, that light will continue moving, carrying the memory of our existence. The question is whether it will be the light of a vanished world, or the beginning of a civilization that learned to endure among the stars. The universe has shown us beauty and terror. Stars are born in clouds of fire, live for billions of years, and die in explosions so powerful they forge the elements that make life. Yet the same universe is silent. If other civilizations existed, many may be gone now, unable to escape the dangers that come with intelligence. A world can create art, philosophy, science, and still fall to war, to hunger, to pride, or to apathy. The universe does not reward intelligence. It only rewards survival. But humanity is different. We stand at the edge of possibility. We understand the dangers ahead. We know that asteroid impacts can erase species. We know climate change can reshape a planet. We know war can end civilizations. And we know that silence is not safety. It is a sign that life is rare and the future is not guaranteed. We do not have to become another forgotten world. We do not have to vanish. We can choose knowledge over ignorance, unity over division, exploration over fear. We can protect our planet, travel to new ones, and carry life beyond Earth. We can send our voices farther than the oceans of silence. We can become the civilization that survives. Perhaps one day, far in the future, human eyes will watch galaxies collide. Children will play under alien skies. Ancient stars will rise and set over cities built on distant moons. And the universe will no longer be silent. It will echo with the stories of those who chose to endure. If you are still listening, remember this. We are living at the moment when everything can change, and the future depends on whether we reach for the stars or disappear into the dark. If this journey moved you, do not let it end here. Subscribe, stay curious, and keep exploring the hidden universe with us.